All right, what's going on, everybody? Hopefully, you're all doing well and having yourselves a very, very fantastic day. My name is Jason Joseph, and this is another edition of Phillies Play-by-Play with your boy JJ. So, all right, we are about ready to get started in about 4 minutes or so. Phillies came off of a very nice series win against the LA Dodgers. It was a much-needed win. It was their first series win since July 11th, and it was honestly a breath of fresh air. They did what they had to do. Kyle Schwarber literally carried the team yesterday and hit 3 home runs, 1 out to left to start off the ball game. Then he had a 3-run shot later in the game, and then he just added 1 in the 9th out to center field. So he utilized all aspects of the field as well. And also can't forget about that 2-run base hit that he had as well. He just was so locked in yesterday, and he's raised his batting average now to 261, which for his standards is unbelievable. You think about Kyle Schwarber, and you think about the season that he had last year. He batted 197. Last time that he batted close to 260 was back in 2021. He actually was with the Red Sox and he was with the Nationals and ended up batting about 276. So it's been a very, very good stretch by Kyle Schwarber, and hopefully this can carry into this outing tonight. And the Phillies really need to just keep their foot on the gas pedal tonight and stay out there very, very strong, So that'd be really, really cool to see for sure. What's up, Jane? How you doing? What else is new? Kolby Allard is going to be taking the bump tonight, and he'll be going up against Jordan Montgomery. And while Montgomery, he pitched okay in his last outing, he's been really inconsistent this season. He had a really, really good year last year with the Texas Rangers. Ended up winning a World Series with them. But the last time he pitched, he only went 3 innings. He allowed 1 earned run and just could not go deep in the outing. Before that, it was back on July 29th against the Nationals. He actually allowed 6 earned runs in 4 innings. And you're either going to get a dominant Jordan Montgomery or you're just going to get an outing where he's not going to last too long. He's been that inconsistent this season. He has a 6.37 earned run average and a 7-5 record along with just 51 strikeouts. Not the type of season that the Snakes were anticipating him on having. But the Phillies are going to need to just try to take advantage of him. A lot of the pitches that he throws when it comes to his fastballs, usually the guys tag him. And he'll keep his pitches elevated, and the Phillies are going to really have to do a good job at capitalizing on when he does go to those fastballs and make him pay for those mistakes if he leaves one out over the middle of the plate. That's going to be something that I look for today. Overall, I think that this Phillies team has done a much better job with their plate discipline, and they've seemed like that they're more calm, cool, and collected at the plate. Sometimes they'll still have some innings where they do leave meat on the bones, but that's just going to happen in a natural baseball game. All right, so here we go. Starting lineup is out for the Philadelphia Phillies. So it'll be Kyle Schwarber batting in the leadoff spot. And then you got Trey Turner batting second. Third will be Bryce Harper. Fourth will be Alec Bohm. And then fifth in the lineup, well, you got JT Realmuto. Nick Castellanos batting sixth. Edmundo Sosa gets the start tonight out at second base. And Wes Wilson is going to be playing out in left field. And then Johan Rojas is playing in center. So no Stott and no Marsh in the lineup tonight because Montgomery is a lefty. And speaking of the lefty, this will be start number 17 on the season. And he'll have to start things off against Kyle Schwarber. So let's see how the Phillies will do tonight. Comment what your final score predictions are down below. So Montgomery will get set at the letters and kick and deliver. And the first pitch is a chopper, but it's a foul ball towards the first base side. Phillies are in their gray tops, gray bottoms. They have the red letters on the back and the red numbers on the back as well, along with the Phillies word on the front side of the chest with the stars over the eyes. And the 0-1, that looked a little bit, it was actually in there for a strike. I thought at first it was a little bit outside, but the strike zone says that it was a strike called. And that's what it should be, so it's now an 0-2 count. So Schwarber is DHing as expected. He's 1 for 6 lifetime against Jordan Montgomery with an RBI, 2 walks, and 3 strikeouts. The 0-2 inside. Crew chief for tonight. We'll get to that in just a little bit. It is 102 degrees out in Phoenix, Arizona. Derek Thomas is calling the balls and the strikes behind the plate. And the 1-2 delivery to Schwarber. And he fouls that away. It was a changeup at 83 miles per hour. Phillies are 7.5 games above the New York Mets and 8 games above the Braves. Mets did win the series against the Rockies. They ended up winning 9-1 earlier today. 1 ball and 2 strikes. And the next pitch to Schwarber on the inside corner, called strike 3 as he stares at the changeup right at the knees at 84 miles per hour. And there's 1 gone. So Schwarber stares at strike 3, and now it's Trey Turner that's coming up to bat. So Derek Thomas is behind the plate calling the balls and the strikes. Then it's Will Little who's over at first. Nick Lentz is at second, and Lance Barksdale is the third base umpire. Now it's Trey Turner who comes up, and the first pitch he stares at is a sinker right down Broadway for strike 1. Adam says that his final score prediction today is 8-6 Phils. 0-1 is the count to Trey Turner. And the next pitch, he'll lay that one off. And the count is now 1-1. Defensively for the Snakes, on the bump is Montgomery. We'll do 1 through 9. Behind the plate is Jose Herrera, playing for the injured Gabriel Marino. And the 1-1, swing and a miss. And the count is now 0-2, or 1-2. Infielders, corner infielders. At first, you got Bell. And at third, it's Eugenio Suarez. Josh Bell was acquired from the Marlins at the trade deadline. Middle infielders, it'll be Newman at second and Geraldo Perdomo over at short. 1-2 pitch. There's a little one hop that's hit back towards the mound, and the underhanded throw over to first is in time to get Trey Turner. Good job by Montgomery to field it on a bounce and then just take about 2 steps over to first base and make an underhanded toss. So, 2 up, 2 down, and now Bryce Harper's up to bat. To finish out the rest of the defensive lineup, it'll be Lourdes Gurriel Jr. in left field. Jake McCarthy's out in center, and in right field it is Randall Grichuk. DH is Ketel Marte. The pitch outside for a ball. No Corbin Carroll in the lineup today for the Arizona Diamondbacks. We have a brand new member. It's Stephen Crabtree. Welcome to the group. Let's go. The 1-0 to Harper. High bouncer hit over towards the third base side, and Harper's going to get on with an infield single with 2 outs in the top of the first. Only put it in a good spot and was able to sort of beat the shift, if you will, because they were playing him to pull over towards that right side. And Harper is over at first base. And now Bohm is coming up to bat. All right, so congratulations, Steven. I missed yesterday's game. I watched it afterwards when I was home. Nice. Very nice. Here comes Alec Bohm. And the first pitch, there's a fly ball hit out over towards deep right center field. McCarthy's going to go over towards the alleyway and he'll make the catch. Almost knocked right into Randall Grichuk. Bohm hit it sharply on the nose. It was a fastball right down the middle. But unfortunately, McCarthy did a good job of tracking it down. And we go to the bottom of the first. No runs, 1 hit, and 1 man left. The Orioles were down 7-2 and then made it 7-6 in the 9th inning. And they just lost. I was keeping my eye on that game. All right, so bottom of the first coming up. Make sure you like and subscribe. We need 2 more subs in order for us to get to 3750. Ketel Marte will be leading things off for the Snakes. Then it's Jake McCarthy, who's playing out in center field. Then you got Lourdes Gurriel Jr. playing out in left. Josh Bell is over at first base batting in the cleanup spot. Randall Grichuk is playing out in right field today, and he's batting 5th. And that's Eugenio Suarez over at third base. Kevin Newman is at second base, batting 7th. Geraldo Perdomo is at shortstop, batting 8th. And then Jose Herrera is catching behind the plate, and he is batting 9th. What's up, Jiva Newts? So again, it's Marte, McCarthy, Gurriel, Bell, Grichuk, Suarez, Newman, Perdomo, and Herrera. And well, for the Phillies, they will send out Kolby Allard, who in his last outing went 4 innings, allowed 2 hits, 1 earned run, 2 walks, and 4 strikeouts. He pitched pretty well, honestly, and that was against the Mariners. The Phillies had a 5-0 lead in that game and ended up losing 6-5. That was on Saturday, August 3rd. So he's hoping that the team can give him a win today. That'd be really nice. He has a 4.50 ERA this season and 5 strikeouts and a 1.25 whip as well. Spent his first season with the Atlanta Braves, then went to the Texas Rangers and played with them for 4 seasons. Then he went back to Atlanta last year. Now he's on Philadelphia. The pitch to Marte is a little bit low. He's batting on the right side. Switch hitter Ketel Marte up to bat. Pringles here. What's going on? You have 138 people on here watching. Let's get 138 likes. And the pitch on the way. Popped up. Hit out over towards shallow right field. Sosa gets under it and he'll make the catch. And 1 quick out on 2 pitches thrown by Kolby Allard. Allard has 5 different pitches that he's gone to, including the 4-seamer, the changeup, and the cutter. And then he'll sprinkle in the curveball and the sinker just about some of the time. But batters are hitting .333 against the 4-seamer. And that's one thing that he definitely has to improve on. 1 out, bottom of the first. Phillies did get a base hit. It was an infield single from Bryce Harper, and that's all the noise that they made in the top of the first. The pitch to McCarthy. That is taken on the outside edge for strike 1. Allard not wasting any time. And the 0-1 delivery on the way. Ground ball to the right side and through to right field for a base hit. Castellanos will get on one knee to field it cleanly. But Jake McCarthy able to pull it towards the right side and get on with a 1-out single. And they just put that through a very good spot there. He got it wasn't a fastball. It looked more like a slider that just did not dip as much as Allard wanted it to. So McCarthy gets on with a single, and now it's Lars Gurriel Jr. who's coming up to bat. McCarthy takes a wide lead off of first base, and the first pitch is fouled back towards the screen. Phillies defensively from 1 through 9. They got Allard on the bump. Behind the plate, it is JT Realmuto. Over at first base, it's Bryce Harper. Second base is Edmundo Sosa. And then Bohm's at third. Turner's at short. And from left to right, it'll be Wes Wilson out in left. Johan Rojas is in center field. And the right fielder is Nick Castellanos. So no Marsh and no Bryson Stott in the Phillies lineup tonight. The 0-1 pitch, ground ball to the left side for a base hit. And so back-to-back singles allowed by Allard, and stopping over at second is McCarthy. And here comes Josh Bell, who has had a lot of success against the Phils. Yep, just said it. Hopefully you heard. So 2 singles in a row hit by the Diamondbacks. And the Diamondbacks have been playing really, really good baseball as of lately. They have a 63-52 record, and they're now tied. Or actually, they're half a game behind the San Diego Padres, who were 2.5 games behind the Dodgers. The pitch to Bell. Ground ball hit over to third. This should be 2. The throw to second. There's 1. The throw back to first. In time for a 5-4-3 double play. Around the horn we go, and we head to the top of the second. No score. Diamondbacks had 2 singles in a row with 1 out, and Bell on the first pitch grounded into a double play to end the inning. And the Phillies get out of the inning unscathed, and we go to the top of the second. No score. Good stuff. All right. If you are new to the channel, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe as well, and turn on those notification bell icons, and that way you'll know when I go live. All right, so I had a question in the poll, of course, and I would like to know, okay, I want to know, because we've had conversations about whether or not winning the division matters. And so I want to hear your thoughts on the Phillies specifically. Does it matter if the Phillies win the division or not? Yes or no? And comment your thoughts down below. Because some people have told me, well, it doesn't really matter at the end of the day because if they get the 1 seed and they have to take a bye, that doesn't necessarily help them because it really has hurt a lot of teams. So it doesn't really matter if they win the division anyways, because I'd rather see them win the wild card from that perspective. And then other people have said, well, home field advantage does matter in the playoffs, and so I'd rather have them win the division rather than have to play a first-round series in a best-of-3. So I want to hear what your thoughts are down below. I figured that it was a good, legitimate question that we should probably ask ourselves. But yes. All right. Yes, because we have a better seed, says AJP. Okay. It helps with home field advantage. I think that the Phillies have an incredible home field advantage, so from that perspective, I do understand that standpoint. But I also do wonder if it affects momentum. Winning the division is huge. That was the goal before the season began, and I agree. I agree with that. I do. I think that the goal was to win the division and win the World Series. That was my goal for them. It was to do both. But as long as they win the World Series, that's what ultimately matters. But does it matter if the Phillies win the division? That's just my question. I think it's a fair question. The pitch on the way to JT, and that's taken for a ball. Second pitch, that's low 2. It's a 2-0 count. Make sure you like and subscribe. We got 176 people tuning in. Let's get 176 likes, and don't forget to subscribe as well. We need 2 more subs in order for us to get to 3750. 2-0 pitch on the way, and that is low for ball 3. So Jordan Montgomery, who is on the mound, he's 31 years old, from Sumter, South Carolina. He's 6 feet 6 inches tall and weighs 228 pounds. 3 balls, no strikes. And the next pitch, and JT gets the red light, and it's taken for a called strike. So we now have 5 guys that have been in Major League Baseball for at least 10 years. And one of them is JT. 3-1 pitch. And he gets fooled on the changeup and gets the green light, but swings and misses. And it was a 3-0 count, but now the count is full. Looked a little bit outside. The payoff pitch to JT. Ground ball, foul ball. My other question is, and I'll get to that just after this pitch here. We're still showing players. Here's the 3-2 pitch on the way. Ground ball hit over to shortstop, played on the bounce. Peraldo shuffles his feet, and there's 1 out as he throws it over to first. Geraldo Perdomo. Now Castellanos is due up. So then my other question to you is, if the fear is from other teams that they're afraid that their bats are going to go cold if they get the bye, we've seen the Phillies bats go cold, and do you think that the bye would impact them? Would impact the offense? The pitch, line drive, back up the middle for a base hit by Nick Castellanos. And there's a 1-out single by Casty, and he continues to hit the baseball really, really well. He's seeing the ball well, and I think it's safe to say that he's been one of the best hitters on the Phillies. Just spitballing. Now Edmundo Sosa comes up. And the first pitch to Edmundo, and he takes it for a strike. His stance looks a little bit different at Edmundo Sosa. Maybe it was just me from watching this time around, but he's holding the bat a little bit more, I want to say level, if that's the right word, than he was before. The 0-1, swing and a miss, and Sosa swings right through it. Nick Castellanos is aboard over at first base. His average up to 247 now. 15 homers and 58 RBI. The 0-2 pitch. And that is in the dirt for a ball. Sosa is batting .289 against lefties and .262 against righties. Montgomery kicks and fires, and there's a ground ball towards the left side. It is a foul ball, thank goodness. So that makes the count now 1-2 remaining. How about the Giants? They ended up beating the Washington Nationals once again today. They won by a final score of 9-5 and beat the Nationals in a 4-game series by winning 3 out of the 4. The 1-2 delivery swung on and missed. The changeup was in the dirt. And Edmundo Sosa strikes out, and Montgomery able to get his second strikeout of the day. That'll bring up Wes Wilson. We have 209 people tuning in. Hit the thumbs up button, hit the subscribe button as well. My name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. We go on for every single Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles game. That's what we do on here. Comes Wes Wilson with a runner on at first. And the first pitch, line drive it out over to left field. It's going to drop in for a hit. And Castellanos will go on over to second base. And Wes Wilson comes through. 2 singles in the inning. And now it's Johan Rojas who's coming up for Philadelphia. Let's see those charges in the chat. Had a fastball right down the middle. I said that if you're going to get a hold of Jordan Montgomery, take advantage of the four-seamers when they're elevated. Charge! All right, so now it's Johan Rojas' turn to come up to bat. He'll show bunt, and he'll knock it down towards the third base side, and the throw over to first is in time. It was a good idea by Rojas. But a nice play by Jose Herrera to just read it perfectly. And the inning is over. Phillies strand 2 base runners. And we head to the bottom of the second. Randall Grichuk will lead things off when the Phillies return to action. I'm okay with that, honestly. I'm fine with it. It's early in the game. You want to try to make a statement. He put down a good bunt down the third base line. Unfortunately, Herrera did a better job at reading that was going to happen. And it wasn't like it was predictable, but it was a good try. And I'm fine with willing to try that early on in the game. It was a good throw, better play, and, I'm fine with that. I don't know how you guys feel if you're upset about Rojas bunting with 2 outs, but top of the second, I'm happy with it. I'm okay with it. Just a better defensive play. Larry says, now I'm predicting that the Phillies won't win 100 games. So he sees that at most that they're going to win 31 more games. And that's it. So if we do the math correctly, this is game number 115. So he does not think that they're going to win more than 31 games. Then Bruce says he doesn't think any team will hit 100. Wow. Is that even possible? I guess it mathematically is. We could have 4 teams reaching 99 wins. Larry says I'm okay with that too, yeah. Got to try something early on. I think that you had to make a statement there, and you tried. Castellanos is batting .265 since May 1st with 13 homers and 49 RBI, in case you are just wondering. There's Ranger Suarez. He had a bullpen session today and looked pretty good. It's Kolby Allard who throws a pitch, and that's right at the knees for strike one. Delivered to Randall Grichuk. The 0-1, way outside for a ball. We have 218 people tuning in. I expect you guys to like and subscribe. What's going on, everybody? 1-1 delivery. That is taken for strike two, right on the inside corner. Randall Grichuk hitting .274, has 4 total homers and 24 runs knocked in. And the 1-2 pitch, that was outside. And the count is even at 2 apiece. The 2-2 delivery. Line drive up the middle for a base hit. And that's the third single allowed by Kolby Allard. So we got Josh Bell to ground into a 5-4-3 double play to end the bottom of the first. But Grichuk follows up and gets a leadoff single here in the bottom of the second. So Corey Seidman tweeted out that Austin Hayes, this was about 31 minutes ago, he said that he underwent testing on the hamstring this afternoon, should know more post-game. The pitch, that is taken for a ball to Eugenio Suarez. His average has come up to .229 now, and he has 16 homers and 62 RBI. The 1-0, ground ball hit over to shortstop. The throw over the second, there's one. The throw back to first, and that's another double play by Philadelphia. There we go. So 2 outs in the bottom of the second, and the Phillies get something else that helps them out. Up to bat is Kevin Newman. Phillies have dealt with 3 hamstring strains already this season. You had Trey Turner, who missed 6 weeks. Brandon Marsh missed 12 days. And Bryce Harper missed 11 days. The pitch, and that's taken for a ball. So 1 ball, no strikes. And the next one looked a little bit outside, but it's a called strike by the home plate umpire. Derek Thomas is calling the balls and the strikes. And the 1-1 will slap it foul all the way. Kevin Newman. The Reds and the Marlins today, it was tied 3-3 going into the 10th inning. But then the Reds scored 7 runs in the 10th and beat the Marlins by a score of 10-4. 1-2 pitch, ground ball hit over to third. Bohm throws it on the run. Sidearm throw. Got him in time for out number 3. And the inning is over. Top of the third coming up. Still no score at a Chase Field in the desert. Both teams with 3 hits, but no runs produced so far. Okay. Now we go to the top of the third. We have 219 people tuning in. One more sub until we get to 3750. Again, my name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. We go live for every single Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles game. I'm a broadcaster from South Jersey. I called Wilmington Blue Rocks games. The Blue Rocks are the high A affiliate of the Washington Nationals, and also did some Delaware Bluecoats games. Both I did when I was in college. Bluecoats are the G League affiliate of the Philadelphia 76ers. And when I interned at NFL Films, as much as I loved being there, well, I said to myself, I wish I could just put the headsets back on. So I met the great Scott Fransky when I was at Rowan back at a networking event. And I still go to these networking events whenever I can sometimes. And he said to me, you need reps. With all due respect, you called games, you called professional minor league games, but you need to get reps. You need to build up your portfolio. You got to build up your resume. And so I knocked on a lot of doors. A lot of doors didn't want to take me. So I just said, you know what? I can be all talk, but guess what? I got to produce somehow, some way. And I've been doing this for about 21 months now and have really, really worked hard on this and have called a lot of Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles games. We also did a couple of Olympic games as well. And that's what we do on here. We grind, and we try to give you the best play-by-play quality of play-by-plays while still having you guys interact with an awesome community on here. And we're trying to take over this digital media airways because I think that this is so powerful and it is so unique what the power of YouTube can do. I do. Here comes Kyle Schwarber as we head to the top of the third. Schwarber did strike out looking this first time up. And the first pitch, and that is taken for a strike. It was a sinker. Nice AJP. What's going on? The 0-1 pitch to Schwarber. That is in the dirt for ball one. Diamondbacks are 3 games behind the Dodgers and about half a game behind the Padres. They're also 5 games up on the Giants in the NL West. And the 1-1 pitch. Here it is. Ground ball back up the middle for a base hit. And Kyle Schwarber now extends his hitting streak to 8 games in a row. So not necessarily a Schwarbomb, but you'll certainly take it. Kyle Barrels does it again. I mean, you would think that with the scouting reports now, a lot of the times when he's hitting at the plate now, he'll hit one up the middle, and they're just not playing him up the middle. But the Phillies will take it. And here is the pitch to Turner, and that is low. Got 233 people tuning in. How about that? Kyle Barrels, how do we like that? 1 ball, no strikes to Trey Turner. And the pitch. That is taken at the knees for strike 1. Good changeup thrown by Jordan Montgomery. Phillies are 7.5 games above the New York Mets. Phillies are 68-46. Mets are 61-54. And the Braves are 60-54. The 1-1. That misses way inside for ball 2. It is 10:09 p.m. Eastern Time. No score, top of the third. Phillies have a runner on over at first. 2 balls, 1 strike. And the pitch to Trey Turner. Ground ball. It's a foul ball towards the left side. Let's see the Turner emojis. Come on. Charge. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Montgomery gets set at the letters and delivers. That's downstairs. Turner is batting .361 against the Arizona Diamondbacks with 44 hits, 8 homers, and 23 RBI. And the toss back over to first, and Kyle Schwarber's going to get caught into a rundown. The throw is back over to second base, and Schwarber tries to dive back to first, and he is out as he is swiped by Josh Bell, and there's 1 gone already in the top of the third. And that's a rally killer. Not what you needed. Got just caught into a pickle and some more miscommunication on the bases and the Phillies. They had an opportunity, and not saying that the inning is over, but that certainly does not help. Count still full to Trey Turner. The difference, though, is that nobody is on, and there's 1 out. And the payoff pitch to Trey. He'll foul it away. Don't like to see the free outs. Turner grounded out to short his last time up. And the payoff pitch popped up and hit out over towards shallow left field. Perdomo gets called off by Gurriel Jr., and Gurriel Jr. does make the catch, and there's 2 away. Now it's Bryce Harper who's coming up. What's up, Carrie? How you doing? Hello, Philly fans. She says, Carrie from Reds Country here rooting for the Phils. Thanks. What's going on, Carrie? How you doing? Welcome aboard. Here comes Bryce Harper, 2 outs, nobody on. And the first pitch to Bryce. Line drive it out over to left field, and it is caught. Hit sharply off the end of the bat, but Gurriel Jr. is there to make the catch. And, well, a quick inning by Arizona. And we go to the bottom of the third. Perdomo, Herrera, and Marte all due up in the batting order. Okay. Still a bad base running team. Yep. What else is new? If you guys enjoy my play-by-play commentary, please give me a like down below. And please share this with all your friends and family members as well. And if you have any sort of critiques or constructive criticism, I'm always welcome to feedback. You're more than welcome to post it on here. Or you can also email me at jasonjosephonair@gmail.com. The email, if you guys ever want to email me for business inquiries, you're more than welcome to get in touch with me. The email is in the description down below. I'll also post it right here if you guys want to reach out to me off the air. I always like to make sure that I do that. But that's my email. Okay, if you have any questions for me, if you guys want to know, well, how do you do this? How do you do that? Or if you want to ever collaborate with me, that's the email. And you're more than welcome to reach out that way. All right. Bottom of the third coming up. The Fightins are 30-25 on the road this season. And again, we talked about it before, that they won their first series since middle of July. I do like your team and that energy fan base, says Carrie. Thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah, we have a very passionate fan base. I think that our fans get there's a lot of misconceptions about the Philadelphia fan base, but there are also things that are correct too. Like, we get really passionate, and when the team is doing really well, it doesn't matter what the sport is. When the team is doing really well, fans tend to ride behind their backs and support them with undying love. And when the team's not doing so well, then they demand change. And the players are going to hear that from the fans because they're a blue-collar mentality. All right, so here we go. First pitch to Perdomo is taken for strike one. Geraldo batting .275, hitting on the right side. He's a switch-hitting shortstop, wearing his neon green cleats. Also has a neon green sleeve over on the right hand, or on the right arm, I should say, and he's wearing yellow batting gloves. Next pitch is fouled away. The ball is 2 strikes, and the next pitch. And that is taken low and outside for a ball. Dangerous Toys says, new subscriber from Montana, huge baseball fan, not really a team guy, I like players. Huh. Interesting. 1-2 pitch. Ground ball. It's bobbled by Sosa, but he gets with it and throws it over to first. It's in time. Passion exerts the emotion. Yeah, it does. That's a nice way to put it. Took a weird bounce over to Edmundo Sosa, and he was shifted perfectly up the middle, but he knocked it down and threw it over to first. The pitch on the way, and that looked a little bit outside, but Allard has been getting that call today, and it's taken for strike one. The ball is 1 strike, and the next pitch that is taken outside for a ball. Good changeup thrown by Allard. Kolby's 26 years old, from Anaheim, California. He's 6'1", weighs 195 pounds. The next pitch is swung on and missed. Last year, he pitched in 3 games. He started 3 games with the Atlanta Braves, pitched in 4, had a 6.57 ERA, and allowed 16 hits. 1-2 delivery. High. We have 238 people tuning in. Welcome aboard, everybody. There's Torey Lovullo, who's the manager for the Dodgers, or for the Diamondbacks, excuse me. And the 2-2 is outside. Diamondbacks and Phillies faced off against each other last year in the NLCS. 3-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Kolby Allard gets his first strikeout of the day. And that time it was a changeup that was low and away. And the Phillies are able to get a strikeout. It's nice. Jose Herrera just couldn't do anything about that. Now it's Ketel Marte who stares at the strike over on the outside edge. He's definitely been getting some of those calls. You like to see that. Ketel batting .297 with 29 homers and 80 runs produced. And the pitch, first cutter that Allard has thrown today. And it is swung on and missed for strike 2. And the pitch, here it is, fouled away. Bryce Harper and Kyle Schwarber and Ketel Marte are all in the top 5 in OPS in the National League. Right behind Ohtani and Ozuna, who are the front runners in the MVP race in the National League. The 0-2 pitch inside. Allard has gone 253 innings throughout his career. Does have 209 career strikeouts coming into today. He's looking for win number 10. 1-2 pitch. And that is swung on and missed by Ketel Marte. He doesn't strike out a lot. But the Phillies will certainly take that. 2 strikeouts in the inning by Kolby Allard. And the inning comes to an end as we go to the top of the 4th. No runs for either team so far, and the Phillies are going to look to break the ice when they return. It was pretty nice. What's up, Katie? How you doing? How you doing? No hablo español. Lo siento. All right. So we go to the top of the 4th, and it is time now for On This Day in Phillies History. So today is August 8th. Okay. We'll do this one. A lot of things happened today. Rick Wise threw a one-hit, 1-0 victory on this day back in 1968, and that was over the Dodgers in L.A. Bart Shirley's single in the 3rd was the only hit for L.A., and Dick Allen homered in the 8th for the Phils, lone run. Again, of course, this is brought to you by Broad and Pattison. It does a really good job at coming up with all these different fun facts on this day. Back in 1997, Mark Leiter gave up a home run to the Cardinals' Mark McGwire. It was McGwire's first since coming to the National League and his 364th overall homer. So that was on August 8th of 1997. In 1988, though, the Phillies and the Cubs started the first night game at Wrigley Field on this day, but the game was actually rained out, with the Phillies trailing 3-1 in the bottom of the 4th before it could actually become official. Phil Bradley would have had the first night homer in Wrigley if the game had counted. Here's Al Bohm up at the plate in the first pitch. Fly ball hit out over to deep left field. It's going back towards the track. It's off the top of the wall, and he'll go over to second base and slide in there safely as the throw is cut off by Geraldo Perdomo, and that's the second time on the first pitch that Bohm has gotten a fastball right down the middle of the plate, and he hit it so hard. This time it results in a leadoff double. And if he would have hit it a little bit higher, I think it would have just barely went out. Hit right off the Pepsi sign. Actually over right on the yellow bar. And that's what the Phillies need. So Bohm leads off over at second base. And the pitch to JT. And they'll pop this one up. Hit out over towards right field. Let's see if Bohm does run. Catch is made. And, well, Bohm's going to stay put. So Alec Bohm gets his 41st double of the season. And since 2000, Jimmy Rollins has had over 40 doubles 4 times. Chase Utley has done it once, and that's the company that Bohm is joining right now. And we still have a full month and a half to go, at least. So, 1 out, and Bohm is on over at second base. Here comes Castellanos, and he takes the first pitch inside. So Alec is over at second, and Casty is up to bat. The 1-0 inside for ball 2. Phillies so far with 6 total bases today. Diamondbacks have 3. Castellanos batting .247 with 15 homers and 58 RBI. Bohm takes off his helmet real quick. I don't know what's going on. I think that Castellanos is, what's he going to be, intentionally walked? Are they going to intentionally walk him with 1 out? Huh. So he gets intentionally walked. JT flied out to right. Or was that interference that they called? See again. Nope, he got intentionally walked, and now Edmundo Sosa's coming up to bat. And the pitch, swing and a miss for strike 1. Sorry, weird time to play this. Church! Montgomery has traffic on the bases. And the 0-1 is in the dirt. One ball, 1 strike. And the 45th pitch coming up by Jordan Montgomery. He stares over at second, though, first. And the pitch on the way is chopped over towards the first base side. Going to be a tough play. And Sosa will dive into first. And he's safe. Not an easy play. Josh Bell had to go over towards the ball. And Sosa hustled out of the box and beat Jordan Montgomery to the punch. It was a relay to first. And he dived in there and got his left hand on the bag. And that'll leave the bases loaded now. Good stuff. That's what happens when you do provide some small ball. And now Wes Wilson is coming up. Let's do it again. How about that? First pitch, and that is taken for strike 1. Church! Wes Wilson batting .267. Bases juiced. Bohm at third. Casty at second. Sosa at first. And the 0-1. Line drive it down the left field line. It is a fair ball. Here we go. A couple runs will come on in the score. And Wes Wilson able to give the Phillies the lead. Bohm is over at home plate. And I think that the Phillies are going to challenge this. They ruled it as a foul ball. That was fair. That hit down. That was down the left field line. Let's see again. Was ruled a foul ball? No, it just stayed foul. Literally was inches off of the line. Wow. That is a game of inches. Bohm said to give it a look. And I thought it just stayed fair. But it was inches off the line. Didn't even catch the white chalk. That's as close as you can get. Just foul. And not by much. No balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch, and that is taken for a ball. Just ruled a foul ball. And it was just barely. No balls, 2 strikes, and the next pitch. And that is taken for a ball. You can challenge that, but LINKTREE did go over to the phone, and you see the replay, and it was foul. Base is still loaded. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out, and the next pitch to Wilson, and that's chopped over towards the first base side, and that is a foul ball too. And he'll have to go back towards the batter's box. Brewers beat the Braves today 16-7. That was out in Atlanta. The Padres were able to win against the Pittsburgh Pirates 7-6. So the Brewers swept the Braves. Reds also won 10-4. The Angels ended up beating the Yankees 9-4. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Pitch number 50 coming up. And the 1-2 to Wilson. And that is a called strike 3. That was clearly inside, and Wes Wilson not happy with that call. That was inside, and Derek Thomas calls him out on strikes. Man. So he strikes out looking, and now Yohan Rojas is coming up with 2 outs. That was inside. Wes had every right to be mad about that. And the first pitch to Rojas is taken downstairs. Rojas batting .286 with the bases loaded. See if Rojas can come through here. The 1-0 to Yohan. Fly ball hit out over towards shallow left center field. Going to be a tough play. McCarthy, though, gets under it and makes the catch. And the inning comes to an end. So the Phillies leave the bases loaded. And we go to the bottom of the 4th. Diamondbacks and Phillies still scoreless. All right. It's so weird. Like I'm looking at. I looked at in real time, and I thought maybe it just hit the chalk, and that would have been fair. And even the left fielder was running over to the ball, and that's why I said that it was even fair because of that. And you can't see an umpire ruling, and you really have to rely on the eyes. And when they showed it, it was just barely foul. All right, so we go to the bottom of the 4th. All right, bottom of the 4th. Okay, so still no score so far. Make sure you like and make sure that you subscribe as well. We have 342 people tuning in. I love each and every one of you, man. Hit the thumbs up button, hit the subscribe button, turn on those notification bell icons, and that way you'll know when I go live. My name is Jason Joseph. We do Phillies baseball, 76ers basketball, and Eagles football on here. Play-by-play almost every single day. Been going at it for 20 months. I'm a broadcaster from South Jersey. But yeah. All right, so I want to know something, okay? Because I think that this is a legitimate question. If you haven't answered the poll, please tell me down below if it matters whether or not the Phillies win the division. If that means anything, or if it's just about winning the World Series. Because I think that the more important thing, obviously, is to win the World Series. However, my goal for them this year was to win the division. But what are your thoughts? Do you think that the division matters still in Major League Baseball? Share this YouTube channel, yes. Absolutely. And Jiva Newts, post your link down below. All right, bottom of the 4th, then the first pitch, and that is sliced foul. Allard is out there for his 4th frame. Yes, it does. Both matter. Why does winning the division matter, in your opinion? Again, talk to me. Leave comments down below. Yo, 1. That looked a little bit off. Not by much. And the 1-1 pitch on the way. Popped up again. Hit out over towards shallow right field. And Rojas gets under it, and he'll squeeze it for out number 1. Forgot to mention that Jock Peterson is not in the lineup tonight either for the Arizona Diamondbacks. So 1 out, bottom of the 4th. Now it's Lourdes Gurriel Jr. is coming up. Still no score, bottom of the 4th, and the pitch by Allard is taken for strike 1. Here's the pitch. There's a ground ball, foul ball. Allard has only pitched 1 time against the Arizona Diamondbacks, and that was back on September 22nd of 2020 when he was on the Texas Rangers. Struck out 2 batters in 2 innings, allowed just 1 hit, and gave up no runs. The ball's 2 strikes, and the next pitch off the plate for ball 1. The 1-2 delivery swung on and missed. How about Kolby Allard with a hat trick of strikeouts today? And that's the 2nd out of the inning. Continue to rack up the K's in the chat. So he struck out Marte, struck out Herrera, and now strikes out Gurriel. 2 gone, bottom of the 4th, and nobody on base. It's Josh Bell, who slaps the first pitch foul. Already got you, bud. Yeah, no, I'm not just talking to you. We have 274 people tuning in. Goes to everybody. The 0-1 pitch, and there's another foul ball. Bell was hitting .257 against the Phils with 59 hits and 15 homers and 49 RBI. Next pitch, and now it's a 1-2 count. One, two on the way. And there's a fly ball. It's hit towards medium depth center field. Rojas is there and he'll make the catch. And the side is retired. Another 1-2-3 inning as Josh Bell is out on a fly out to straightaway center. Time to go to the 5th. No score out in the desert. Okay. We're going to the top of the 5th now. All right. So, lately what I've been doing is while we head to the 5th inning or whenever it's like the middle of the game, what I like to do is I like to have a little bit of some story time where we get to know each other and we get to learn a little bit more about who we are, because we create a community on here that is very trusting, and we also have a very nice group of people. Okay, we don't have to get deep on here, but I like to open up the floor to you guys so that way you can learn more about each other and I can learn more about you, and we can sort of have a one-on-one while you guys also talk amongst yourselves as well. So I was thinking a little bit about school the other day because I've been helping out my teacher. My neighbor, she's my 2nd grade teacher, and she's moving. Okay, I've been helping her out, and so I've been helping her go through some things, and so it made me think about, what my favorite memory was from school that I had, like a really cool memory. And so one thing that I'll share is that, I always liked how in elementary school we had, I had a 5th grade teacher, he's awesome. His name was Mr. Myers, and every day we played this game. It was sort of like dodgeball. It was called triangle. And so we'd play it at like the very end of the game or at the very end of the day. And that was something that I always look forward to. And Mr. Myers always knew that I look forward to that. And so he would, have me be in charge of setting it up. So we would do it at the end of the day all the time. And that was like one of my really cool memories that I had from school. But let me know what your thoughts are down below, and if you have any cool stories to share about something cool that you got to do in school, let me know down below, and we'll play that and we'll talk about that, and I'll post that when we go to the next inning. So here we go. Kyle Schwarber's up to bat. 62 singles this season, which does tie a career high for Kyle Schwarber. 1 ball, 1 strike to Kyle. And the pitch, and that is grounded foul. So Jordan Montgomery, with already 55 pitches, is out there for his 5th frame of work. Great story. Thanks. And the 1-2 on the way. Check swing. Did Schwarber go? They say yes, he did over at third base. And there's 1 gone in the top of the 5th. Did you guys have Spirit Week in school? Because we did have Spirit Week when we were in high school and in middle school. Any cool memories about that? No worries, Dangerous Toys. School's not meant for everybody, The pitch, and that's fouled away. Dangerous Toys says, I have no good memories from school. I was bullied every day and hated every second of it, and it had a tremendous effect on my life. And that's the reason why I don't like people, so sorry for getting serious. No worries, man. I'm sure that other people sort of have that in common. The 0-1. There's a ground ball hit over to third base, and it is a foul ball by Trey Turner. The count is 0-2. School was tough for me, too, at some points in my life. Scuba diving at John Penkamp Park off of Key Largo, Florida, was a field trip that we did back in 6th grade. Was that your first time scuba diving, Jane? The 0-2. That is in the dirt for a ball. We had field day, says Dangerous Toys. That's cool. Yeah, we had field day, too. Field day was one of my favorites, especially tug of war. I really liked that. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the next pitch on the way, and that is a breaking ball that is taken in the dirt for ball 2 to Trey Turner. But still a Spirit Week, and I sometimes do the trends. What trends? They have different trends I guess. The 2-2 pitch, and that is fouled away. Field day was awesome. Yeah, I agree. Cool guy says I'm still in high school. That's cool. Yeah, we don't like the bullies. We do not like the bullies for sure. 2-2 to Trey Turner. That is inside for ball 3. I won my first fight in recreation time. Oh, gosh. Damn. That's wild. I don't even want to know how that started. 3-2 pitch, ground ball it over to shortstop, and Perdomo has it, gobbles it up, throws over to first, and there's 2 outs. Stay on track, says Walmart's finest. Well, honestly, when it comes to these types of things, some people don't have the best experiences. And it's understandable. Two outs. Top of the 5th. And the pitch to Harper. Check swing. Did he go? And they say yes over at third base. Jane says that she got into 2 fights my whole schooling period, and both stopped the bullying quickly. Oh man. The 0-1 pitch. That is fouled away. Bebe says, I need a Trey Turner home run here. Well, Trey did not hit a home run. He grounded out. 0-2 to Harper. And he takes it all the way low for a ball. Gene has a mean left hook. Jane can beat anybody in a track. She said that she's really fast last night. 1-2 pitch on the way, swung on and fouled. Are they going to call a pitch clock violation? I think that they are. So Montgomery will get a violation. That was a very, very late call by Derek Thomas. And the count is 2-2. That would have been foul tipped into the glove for strike 3. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. And 2 gone in the top of the 5th. And here we go, the 2-2 delivery to Harper, and that is in the dirt for ball 3. Thank you for welcoming me, JJ. It means a lot. Of course. That's what we're on here for, man. We like to get away from life, but we also like to talk about sports, you know? It's like both. 3-2 to Harper. Fly ball hit out over towards deep right center field. It'll drop in for a base hit. And Harper thinking about going over to second. The throw is not in time. Bryce Harper being aggressive, extending a single into a double. Man, that was nice. He sliced it out to right, and Grichuk was thinking that Harper was just going to stay put over at first, and Harper was like, nope, I'm going to extend this into a double. And that's the type of leadership and assertiveness that we love from Bryce Harper when he's able to get a hold of one. So there we go. Nice piece of hitting by Bryce. And yeah, man, no problem. You know, we're inclusive on here, and we try to, you know, welcome people with open arms. That's our main goal. And sometimes, like when we're watching the game, especially like when it's the middle of something, I like to get everybody involved. You know, I do. I think that it's really important, and that's why I think that this platform is so cool. Is because it's not like traditional broadcasting. But we get a community that's filled with awesome people that can also listen to one another, and we share stories. So it's cool. And I like to conduct it that way. While still doing the play-by-play calling, I like to be known as background noise, but I also like to, get your attention too. It's nice. Here's Al Bohm, who doubled back in the 4th. Phillies looking to break the ice. Let's see if they can do so here. The first pitch to Bohm, and he lays off the curveball for ball 1. And thank goodness for that pitch clock violation that was called at the very last second, because if that was not called a pitch clock violation and there was a foul tip into the glove, that would have ended the inning. 1 ball, no strikes. And the pitch to Bohm. Fly ball hit out over towards left field. On the run to make the sliding catch is Gurriel Jr. And that was game-saving. And Bohm has hit the ball sharply 3 times tonight and is now 1 for 3. And Lourdes Gurriel Jr. tracked it down perfectly in the alleyway and made a pretty cool catch. And we go to the bottom of the 5th. Phillies have 7 hits, but nothing to show for it. And we go to the bottom of the 5th. Okay. All right, 319 people tuning in. Keep the stories coming. If you have some really cool school stories, share with us down below. Feel free to share with us. What else do we got? No one ever tries to fight me because no one ever had the balls to say stuff to my face, says AJP. That's good. That's good. Any other cool school stories? I'll tell you another one. I used to help out with when I was in elementary school. I also did. I was a helper in gym class, and I would get like a free period out of it because I was volunteering and helping out people that were in first grade when I was in fifth grade, and I'd be there to sort of get a free period, and that was always really cool. I appreciate the dynamic of this channel and community, says Hopi16. That's good, because that's the way that I conduct it. I think that what I loved about Rob Thompson in the 2022 season was that he was a really good puppet master, right? He would just push the right buttons, and he would know how to conduct who should come into the game, when the pinch hit, and he was just grabbing the trust of every single player that he had, and everything he touched up until the World Series was turning right on into gold. And I hope that we kind of do the same thing on here too, like when we do the play-by-plays, and then we try to segue into other things as well, and we have really cool characters on here, and I like to hear what people have to say about different stories, or if they have different questions that they want to ask. I think that we have a really, really good group of, I don't mean to say this in a bad way, but a great group of characters, Color commentators are characters in a story when it comes to broadcasting, but I think that you guys are the color commentators, and it makes it more personal. The ball is one strike, and the next pitch, Nez taken for a ball. So 1 ball, 1 strike to Randall Grichuk. We're in the bottom of the 5th. And the next pitch by Allard. Line drive, foul ball towards the third base side. Jane says, I was on the morning news show. It was on the morning news show that we produced in 7th grade in 1997. So I never really got to know him. It was with wait, who was this with? Sorry. I never really got to know him. Blue screen and everything. We got extra credit for that, so I made my C's, B's, and with A's. Who was him? Who was that? It was on the morning news show that we produced in 7th grade. Blue screen and everything. We got extra credit, so that I made my C's, B's with A's. It's cool. Who was it with? If you don't mind me asking. Two balls, 2 strikes. And now the next pitch on the way, and that is popped up and hit towards the right field side. Harper gets called off by Sosa. Castellanos goes over there too, and Sosa's the one that catches it in foul ground to make the catch. 114 likes. Nice. And in the next inning, what we'll do is we'll go raid somebody. If anybody has a streamer in mind that is doing Diamondbacks games, I think that would be really cool for us to go say hi to somebody. 1 out, though, in the bottom of the 5th. Kolby Allard with 50 pitches so far in this game, and the pitch is low for a ball. JJ, it seems like you've accomplished a lot with this broadcast. Good for you. Thank you. We want to continue to make it inclusive, and we want to do whatever we can. The 1-0 pitch, fly ball hit out over to left field, and it hits off the foul pole. It's gone. Eugenio Suarez takes Kolby Allard deep, and finally, scoring is provided. It's not by the Phillies, though. It's by the Diamondbacks. The 17th homer of the season for Eugenio Suarez. And it's now a 1-0 lead by Arizona. Man. Just got it right off the foul pole. The cool guy. JJ, quick question. If you like video games, what is your favorite Mario RPG? I'm not really a video games person. That's a good question, but he hardly answers. I answer sometimes, but look, we have 256 people on here. I can't answer everything. Pitch on the way. Ground ball back up the middle for a base hit. And so on a 1-0 count, there's a single up the middle. Another good piece of hitting. It's by Kevin Newman this time. That's fair. I haven't really played a lot of Mario Party, so I can't really say. All right. Albert actually knows. See, we have a lot of cool conversations. No worries. I don't get to every single question because it's hard, you know. That's why I always tell people, if you have like a mandatory question that like you're dying to ask me, feel free to like hit the super chat button and I will make sure that I get to that for sure. You know? That's the way that I do it. I didn't mean for that to be a bad thing. I try to do whatever I can. It's not easy, you know, but definitely if it's a super chat, I promise you I will get to it. Pitch on the way, ground ball back up the middle for a base hit once again. And, well, Geraldo Perdomo able to get a line drive single, and now that's 3 hits in a row. And now you have to think to yourself, well, is somebody at least getting warmed up in the bullpen for Philadelphia? Because there definitely should be. That thing almost hit Kolby Allard. AJP, you have to stay now. All right. So now up to bat is Herrera, and he stares at a four-seamer right down the hatch at 91 miles per hour. Hit that thumbs up button, baby. Hit the subscribe button as well, and turn on the notification bell icons, and that way you'll know when I upload. The ball is 1 strike. Ruiz is warming up. Thanks. Appreciate it. They just said it. Nice. The 0-1. That is up high and inside for a ball. I don't know how you, like, listen to, like, two... Well, I guess that... like, when two people are talking, I guess that you can listen to two people at once, but it's, like, so hard to decipher everything. I don't know how some people do it, and that's a skill that I got to get better at. The 1-1, swing and a miss. That is, I do have to improve on that skill. Vigilant Tracker says the reason why we don't have any runs is because we have a bad habit of leaving them all on base at the end of innings. 1-2 pitch on the way. Ground ball hit over to shortstop. The third double play possibly coming up. The throw over the second. There's one. The throw to first. Got him in time. And the inning is over. However, the Diamondbacks do strike first and get a solo homer by Eugenio Suarez. And we head to the top of the 6th. It's 1-0 Arizona. All right, so we're going to go raid somebody right now. Let's go do that. All right. Let's go do that right now. Let's go raid somebody. Let's see who is on the air on YouTube. You know who we'll go say hi to? We'll go say hi to Dodger Blue. We'll go say hi to Dodger Blue. Okay? We'll go say hi to them. All right, so let's go say play-by-play with JJ Raid and send them all the love that we can. All right? Here's the link. JJ Raid. We'll shout everybody out. All right, we'll do that. Hit the thumbs up button on there, too. See if they notice.
Are we going to see it? I'm just letting everybody know I'm just highly disappointed in the reaction there. And if we're going to see them get back in their groove, it's going to be when they get that full roster in.
Now, let's see if any of my people come on. Click that link down below and go say hi and go say JJ Raid. Charge with the Phils. It's not JJ Raid, but we'll take it.
In the organization.
Batman, what's
Dodgers
going
alumni
on?
weekend. They're going on to more than 40 players going to be back.
Samuel's
16 Hall
there.
of Famers,
Nice.
18 Rookie of the Year award winners, 12 MVP players, 12 Cy Young winners, accolades, filling up the cabinet. Just incredible stuff here. Walter O'Malley, president of Dodgers from 1970 to 1998, will become the 15th member of the Dodgers Ring of Honor. Blake, what are you most excited for about this weekend?
For me, it's going to be the thing we're going to talk about in the next little segment here with Matt Kemp coming back. I mean,
yeah,
He was one of the players
There we
who,
go,
like,
good.
when I was growing up, he was one of
What's
the
up,
guys
Mark?
that got
How
me
you
into
doing,
baseball.
man?
Like the team with
All right,
Kershaw,
good job, guys.
young years.
Good job.
And
They don't notice us, but that's okay. They might. They're in the middle of a conversation, so that's totally okay.
The list, don't know where the list is at. I'm just going to go a couple of my favorites. Tommy
That's
John,
fine.
Jerry, shout out to Jerry Harrison. Big J Hayes going to be there.
That's totally fine.
Utility man, turned in, I
people
think,
in
a
the chat will
16-year
know.
career.
All right, so here we go. All right, top of the sixth. Phillies are down 1-0 against the Arizona Diamondbacks. All right, so let's see if the Phillies can try to get some offense on the board. And the first pitch to JT, swing and a miss. Montgomery out there for a 6th frame, and so far he's outdueled Kolby Allard. 7 hits, 0 runs. Well, one was so close, and it just stayed foul. And it was a bad called strike 3, so I can't really blame that on the Phils. I know it is a results league, and we're not going to remember that, but I can't really blame them there. 1 ball, 1 strike to JT Realmuto. And pitch number 73 by Montgomery. And time was called. Montgomery, not so happy about that. So, actually, sorry, time was not called. There was another pitch clock violation, I think, that was called. And now it's a 2-1 count. Gotta tell you, Derek Thomas has made some controversial calls. 2-1 pitch to JT. Ground ball, backhanded by Perdomo. Gets up, throws over to first, and what a nice play by Geraldo Perdomo, and there's 1 gone in the top of the 6th. So that was a pretty big out there. There's still plenty of time to score, absolutely. Nick Castellanos, the odds for him to get a hit, according to Bet365, is at plus 190. Come on, Nick, let's go. Let's go, Nick, in the chat. First pitch to Castellanos, and he swings and misses at a high 4-seamer, and he's already behind the A ball. 0-1. He did single, though, and get intentionally walked in his last at-bat. And he takes the 0-1 low for a ball. Church! Come on, where's your Phillies pride in the chat? We need it. The 1-1, and that's going to hit Castellanos. It got him right on the elbow guard. And he will be rewarded first base just like that. All right, so the Phillies have another base runner. And let's see if that can get the juices flowing here. Phillies have done a good job this season overall at responding whenever a team does score a run. Maybe not as of lately, even though yesterday they did do a good job at that. Let's see if they can try to tie it up here. And the pitch to Edmundo Sosa is taken low and inside for a ball. Edmundo did single back in the 4th. And is 1 for 2. The 1-0 offering downstairs. Phillies today have left 7 guys on base and are 1 for 6 with runners in scoring position. Still haven't put up a single run yet, though. The 2-0, swing and a miss. I would have given him the red light all the way there, but nonetheless, it was a good changeup thrown. Suarez hit the solo homer, and that's all the offense provided in this game so far. The 2-1 pitch, line drive caught over at third. The throw back over to first is not in time. Thank goodness Castellanos got back in there safely. That was a rocket, launched over to third. Phillies overall, they've been hitting the ball really sharply today. They've just been right at guys. And I can't really say that they're not really hitting the ball well. They're just not getting the results, at least in my opinion. Now it's Wes Wilson who comes up. He's singled back in the second, and the toss back over to first is in time. The only thing I will say is that Kyle Schwarber can't make that base running mistake with the count full to Trey Turner. That was the only thing that I really was a little bit hard on for the Phils. But other than that, just hitting it right at guys. Can't do that. The pitch to Wilson. Fly ball hit out over to deep left field, and that is going to be hit off the top of the wall. McCarthy gets to it. Wilson will get into second. Castellanos scores. Punch, counter punch, and it's tied up at 1 apiece. Man, that thing was smoked out to left field, and finally the Phillies are able to break through. Got a screamer right down the middle. And that thing was almost caught by Gurriel. Man. Thought he had a chance to get over to it. He made a nice catch one time earlier in the game. No spam in the chat. Don't spam the chat. Here comes Yohan Rojas, and he stares at the sinker on the inside corner for strike one. Wes Wilson just tied it up for Philadelphia, and he's now 2 for 3. That was his 6th RBI of the season. We're tied at 1 apiece. And the pitch. And that is low for a ball. Club Boy Johnny's here. We have 299 people tuning in. Let's get to 3760 on the subs count. Don't forget, you're more than welcome to donate to the channel as well. Rojas 0 for 2, and the 1-1, and that's a breaking ball that's in the dirt for ball 2, and he says to Wes, hold your horses. Dylan Floro is warming up in the Diamondbacks bullpen. 2 balls, 1 strike to Rojas. And the next pitch, that is outside and low for ball 3. Well, you say that the Diamondbacks don't really have a good team, but I will tell you that overall, they played really good baseball as of lately. They actually swept the Guardians, who were the best team in baseball. They won 2 of 3 against the Pirates. They swept the Nationals, won 2 of 3 against the Pirates before that, and beat the Kansas City Royals 2 out of 3. So I'd say that they're playing pretty good baseball. They've won a lot of series in a row now. Also won 2 out of 3 against the Braves. So they just started off really, really bad. But they've been hot. I can't sugarcoat that. 3 balls, 1 strike to Yohan Rojas. The 86th pitch, here it is. And that's inside and low. And Kyle Schwarber is coming up. And that's going to put runners over at first and second base. Let's go. 7 Nation Army time. All right, let's go. So Schwarber does step into the box. 2 runners on and 2 outs. And the pitch to Kyle Schwarber, he'll pop it up. It's behind the plate, though, thank goodness, and it goes out of play. Yep, Arizona can be a powerful club. I need to remind you of last year. Last year was a little bit different, but to say that they haven't been playing well now, I can't agree with that. AJP, keep it clean, my guy. No cursing. The 0-1 to Schwarber. And a check swing foul ball. That's my favorite rally song, says Albert. I know it is. I know it is. That's why I had to play it there for you, my guy. No balls and 2 strikes with 2 outs in the top of the 6th. And the Phillies have 2 runners on base. They did tie it, though, on an RBI double by Wes Wilson. He's over at second. Rojas at first. The 0-2 to Schwarber. Breaking ball that's in the dirt and held up by Herrera. Schwarber's batting .333 with 2 outs and with runners in scoring position this season. And he's been a robot at the plate lately. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and the next pitch to Schwarber, and he takes that one in the dirt for ball 2. Montgomery, you would probably think that this is going to be his last inning. It's 1-1, top of the 6th, 2 runners on, 2 outs, 2 balls, 2 strikes to Kyle Schwarber. And the next pitch, and that's a breaking ball in the dirt, and what was a 0-2 count is now a full count to Kyle. The guy that is leading the team in walks. He also leads the league in that category, too. Big payoff pitch coming up. Montgomery stares back at second, now back to the plate. And here it comes, the 3-2 inside for ball 4. Great at-bat by Schwarber. Wow. So there you go. Base is now loaded, and coming up is Trey Turner. And just like that, Torey Lovullo is going to go out there, and we're going to have a pitch and change. That was the best at-bat of the game. Wow. Pitch and change coming up for Arizona. All right. All right, so we got a pitch and change, as I just said, which is brought to you by Play-by-Play with JJ. My name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. Love each and every one of you. Come on, man. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, turn on those notification bell icons, and that way you'll know when I go live for a Phillies, a Sixers, or an Eagles game. I'm a broadcaster. I'm from South Jersey. In case you did not hear before, I go on for Phillies baseball, Sixers basketball, and Eagles football. Okay, I'm a Philly freak with a capital P and a capital H, and we have a very, very cool freak community. Very, very friendly, and very, very open as well. If you want to become a part of the community, all you got to do is hit the subscribe button. That's for free. Hit the like button. That's free too. The notification bell icon is free. If you do want to donate, though, and if you do want to become a member, well, I will tell you that you're more than welcome to super chat down below. I will also have the membership link provided for you right now. I will copy and paste that in the description down below, okay? So you're more than welcome to become a member today. And here is the link. And I hope that you become a member. It is $2.99 a month. You get access to some awesome emojis. Comment some of the emojis down below. You also get really, really cool podcasts as well, extra podcasts, and early access to other pods before the public. All right, so here we go. Trey Turner is coming up to bat. What's up, Cheryl? There's a Trey Turner emoji. I like that. Dylan Floro is going to pitch to Turner. He has a 2.13 earned run average in 55 innings of work. First pitch to Trey. It was outside, but it is called a strike nonetheless, and it makes it now an 0-1 count. There's that link. Turner just hitting 167 with the bases loaded this season. And the next pitch, and he takes it just barely up high, and the count is 1-1. All right, let's go. Come on, baby. Church! And the pitch by Floro. Ground ball to the left side, and it goes through for a base hit. 2 runs will score, and the Phillies take a 3-1 lead on a 2-run single by Trey. Let's go! Bryce Harper's turn. Here we go. Harper up to bat. And the first pitch, and that nearly hit him. It was inside and high for ball one. That's the third time I said what today. Introduced myself and talked about myself. I got to do that. That's a part of my channel, my guy. That's what I got to do. I got to promote the brand. The 1-0 pitch, and that is way outside for ball two. And it looks like Floro wants to stay away from Bryce Harper. Harper is the 8th man to come on up in the inning. And the next pitch, and that is swung on and foul tipped in and out of the glove for a strike. So Trey Turner gets on with a 2-run single out to left field. He's over at first. Kyle Schwarber's at second. Rojas and Wilson were the ones that did score on the base hit. And the 2-1 to Bryce. That was high, but it's a called strike two. So that means Kolby Allard is now in line to get the win. Harper's average with 2 outs and with runners on is at .333. The next pitch, and that is grounded foul towards the third base side. Want to see those Bryce Harper emojis. Dylan Floro with 8 pitches. And it looks like Orion Kirkring is the guy warming up in the Phillies bullpen. 2-2 to Harper. Way up high for ball 3. Harper is lifetime 0 for 2 against Floro with a walk. Can he get on? The next pitch on the way. Fly ball hit out over to right center field, and that's going to drop in for a base hit. Kyle Schwarber's going to score. Trey Turner goes over to third, and the Phillies add on to their lead. It's 4-1. So Harper gets it right off the end of the bat and is able to get Kyle Schwarber home and reel Trey Turner over to third base. So 4 runs in this 6th inning, and Bohm, who's hit the ball sharply 3 times today, is coming up to bat, and the pitch, and that is taken for strike 1 right at the knees. He's also the 9th man to come on up to bat in this inning. Schwarber's at third, Harper's at first, and the 0-1 to Bohm. Ground ball, foul ball. Bohm is 1 for 3. We did mention that he hit the ball sharply 3 times. The first one, he flied out to right, or lined out to right. Then he got on with a double. Then he lined out to left. Top of the 6th, 4-1 Philadelphia. All 4 of their runs coming in this inning so far. Can they add on? The 0-2 to Bohm, and he takes it outside and low for ball 1. How about the plate discipline by the Phillies so far in this inning? It's been A+. That was also Harper's first base hit off of Floro. Bohm is 2 for 5 against him. And the 1-2 pitch, fly ball hit out over to right field, and tracking it down to make the catch. Route number 3 is Randall Grichuk, but the damage is done. Phillies are able to take a 4-1 lead thanks to an RBI double by Wes Wilson. And then the Phillies are able to get a 2-run single by Trey Turner and an RBI single by Bryce Harper. They send 9 men up to the plate, and we go to the bottom of the 6th. It's 4-1 Phils. Okay. Let's go, baby. Good inning, man. Good inning by Philadelphia. They needed that. Cool guy says, JJ, are you going to be ready for when Joe Davis makes great calls for the Phillies because he gives us that Philly magic? Yeah, man, I agree. I agree, but hopefully we get to make some magical calls too. You know what I'm saying? For sure, absolutely. I love Joe Davis. Think he's awesome. Think he does a really, really good job. But I'm ready for the magic calls as well. I'm so ready for it. And I'm sure Scott was as well. And all 4 of those runs were scored with 2 outs too. Yes, they were. Yes, they were. This is why we have color commentators on here too, guys. This is exactly why we do it. Don't forget to like and don't forget to subscribe. We have 355 people tuning in. I'm sure that not all of you have liked and subscribed. And don't forget to also donate to the channel if you want to. Hit that super chat button. Does Allard go back out there for the bottom of the 6th? I'd say at this point, I don't know. Part of me says yes, part of me says no. I'm leaning more towards the no because he had a long layoff in that other inning, and he looked a little bit tired, and I'm not really for bringing him out there. So that's where my head is at. JJ, you're made for it. Thanks, Mark. Appreciate it, man. Jason McNally, thank you for subscribing to the channel. Appreciate that very, very much, my guy. I probably should play that for every time we get a subscriber. Orion Kirkering is going to pitch, and that seems to be the right move here in the pitch, and it's taken low for a ball. Get to Kirkering stats in just a few moments. Wearing his silver necklace. And the 1-0 to Ketel Marte is swung on and missed. It swung him right out of his shoes. Got him off balance. Ketel 0 for 2, flied out and struck out. And the 1-1 swung on and fouled towards the first base side. Your first time ever watching baseball. Well, welcome aboard, Mark. We have another Mark on here. Mark with a C. Mark G is on here with a C. Love it. All right, so 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the 1-2 pitch to Ketel, and that is fouled back towards the screen. We have a really, really good crowd on here tonight. Kirkering does have a 2.11 earned run average. The 23-year-old from Huntington Beach, California, will throw the next pitch, and it is fouled away. I mean, AJP, if you're having fun, of course you should stay on here. Of course, if you're having fun. Come on, man. 1-2, and that is outside and high. Unless you're being told not to stay on, then I advise you, yeah. If it's your parents that are like, nope, you got to get off. Yeah, man. 2-2 pitch on the way. Barely, and I mean barely inside for ball 3. Carrie subscribed as well. Let's go, baby. Let's go. 3 balls, 2 strikes, and the payoff pitch on the way. Ground ball towards the first base side. It is a foul ball once again. Marte is battling with Kirkering here. 8 pitches in this at-bat. Kirkering has not allowed a run since July 24th. It was when he allowed 3 earned runs against the Twins. 3-2 on the way, and that's outside for ball 4. That was just a really good at-bat by Ketel Marte. That's what he does. Puts up long and decent at-bats, and he gets on with a leadoff walk in the bottom of the 6th. That's pretty big. Temperature has gone down to 93 degrees. It was at 100, according to the Game Time app. And the pitch on the way, fly ball hit out over to deep right field, and that baby is gone. It's a 1-run ball game. So Jake McCarthy gets a meatball out over the middle of the plate, and Orion Kirkering gives it up, and it's a 1-run game. A 2-run moonshot by Jake McCarthy. It's his 4th of the season. Man, was that crushed or what? Now it's Lourdes Gurriel Jr.'s coming up. Let's see where this pitch was. Yep, right down the middle, hanging slider, and Orion knew it as soon as he threw it. that it was going to leave the yard, and it did. Now it's Lourdes Gurriel Jr., excuse me. That is taken for a ball. AJP, seriously, JJ is amazing. No, it's seriously Larry, not seriously JJ. Just kidding. I appreciate the compliment. I tried to make a joke there. Hopefully you laughed. The pitch, and that is taken for a strike. So 1 ball, 1 strike. And the 1-1 line drive off the glove of Edmundo Sosa out to right field, and the tying run is over at first base. Orion just has not looked like he has been attacking the zone the way that he has been over the last couple of outings, and he's left pitches out over the middle of the plate. But nonetheless, even though it was hit really hard, I think Sosa could have caught that. So the tying run's available, or is on over at first, and now Caleb Cotham is going to go over to talk things over with Orion, and we will have somebody else warming up in the bullpen. Don't know who it is just yet, but a big timeout called. So the Diamondbacks, they won the first game of the regular season series versus the Phillies. That was back on June 21st. They won 5-4. The Phillies would then put up 12 runs the next day. That was on a Saturday, June 22nd, and they won 12-1. And then they got the series win on Sunday, the 23rd, and beat the Diamondbacks 4-1 in that game. Four to 3, Philadelphia, bottom of the 6th. And guess who's up? It's Josh Bell. Go-ahead run up at the plate, and the first pitch, and that's taken for a strike at 97 miles per hour at the kneecaps. Bell did ground into a double play and also flied out as well. The ball's 1 strike, and the next pitch, and that is outside, way outside for ball 1. That's the first homer that Orion has allowed, ever, by the way. The 1-1, that is inside and low for ball 2. Did you guys know that that was the first homer that he's ever allowed in his career? I actually thought that he allowed more, but just found that out right now, thanks to Tim Kelly. 2-1 pitch, and that's fouled away. Steven, what's going on, man? That's like actually pretty impressive that that was his first homer that he's ever allowed. That doesn't take away from this outing. 2-2 on the way. Fouled off, and Josh Bell stays alive. Remember, there's still nobody out, and there's a runner on over at first. And the next pitch, breaking ball. That is low and inside for ball 3. It is. 32 pitches? No, he has 19 pitches. Not 32. The 3-2 on the way, and that is up high and outside for ball 4. That's going to put runners over at first and second. Man. Now Rob is going to make a decision. He hasn't moved out just yet. So Bell does get on with a walk. And that's going to put Gurriel over to second. And Caleb Cotham is heading to the phone, and at least somebody's getting warmed up in the bullpen now. Now it's Randall Grichuk who's up to bat. And the first pitch is taken for strike 1. The 1 pitch on the way. Ground ball hit over to shortstop. The flip over the second. There's 1, and that's all that they're going to get. So tying run does go over to third base, and there is 1 out. That is the good news. Gurriel does go over to third, though. Bell is out at second. And safe at first without a throw is Grichuk. Now it's Eugenio Suarez who gave the Diamondbacks a 1-0 lead on a homer that hit the foul pole his last time up. That was in the bottom of the fifth. He's coming up to bat. Here we go. Runners at the corners. And the pitch, swing and a miss. Boy, did he get fooled as he chased after the sweeper that was outside. The ball is 1 strike. 10 seconds left on the pitch clock. And the pitch on the way, and that's fouled back towards the screen. Absolutely needed a double play here. Just said it's Eugenio Suarez. What's up, Courtney? How you doing? 0-2 is the count. The 25th pitch by Kerkering. Here it is. Swing and a foul ball. Just barely. Just tapped it right off the end of the bat. Phillies aren't the only game going on right now. The Mariners trail 3-1 against the Detroit Tigers. The 0-2 pitch. Swing and a foul tip into the glove for strike 3. And there's 2 gone now in the bottom of the 6th. Suarez chased after a high fastball, and he knew it. And now it's Newman who's coming up. Base hit ties the game. Correct. So Newman singled back in the 5th, and the first pitch on the way is fouled back towards the screen. Hasn't faced Arizona at all this season. The 0-1, and that is in there for strike 2 at the knees for a called strike. No balls, 2 strikes. Newman up to bat. And he's 1 for 2 today. Ten seconds left on the pitch clock. And the 0-2 to Newman. Strike 3 called right down the hatch. And that's how the inning comes to an end. So, just a 2-run homer allowed by Orion Kerkering to Jake McCarthy. And still is a 1-run game now. And we go to the top of the 7th. It's 4-3 Phils. So he got himself out of the inning. Does he get credit there for at least getting himself out of the inning? I think he should get something. Again, my guy hasn't allowed a home run in his career, and that was the first one that he allowed. Not saying that he's a stud or that he's a superstar, but, you know, to call him egregious or to call him bad, really, really bad, I think that that's a little bit too harsh. I do. So back-to-back strikeouts is what ends the inning. The 3 walks definitely almost killed him. I will say that. But credit to him for getting himself out of that inning. Hit the thumbs up button and hit the subscribe button as well as we go to the top of the 7th. Let's take a sip of water. He isn't great in back-to-back games, says Steve. Well, Watcher says slight credit. Okay, well, you probably would have never gave him any credit if you would have blown that. And then the blame would go on Rob Thompson for not taking them out. So, come on. Come on. Like, he got himself out of that, whether you like it or not. All right. So, here we go. Top of the 7th. Phillies do lead at 4-3. In case you're wondering how we got here, there was no score up until the bottom of the 5th inning. And that was thanks to a solo home run by Eugenio Suarez. And then the Phillies got 4 runs in the top of the 6th, thanks to an RBI double by Wes Wilson, a 2-run single by Trey Turner, and an RBI single by Bryce Harper. And that was all with 2 outs. And then in the bottom of the 6th, Ryan Kirkland came in. And even though he walked 3 batters and allowed a 2-run homer, he did get out of the inning, just allowing the 2 runs. And the pitch, and that is taken for a strike. Sassani is going to be pitching now for Arizona as he faces JT. And the 0-1 is taken all the way for strike 2. That was a fastball right on the outside corner. JT today 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a flyout as well. The pitch. Up high for a ball. Slade Sassani, the 25-year-old from Oviedo, Florida. He'll throw the next pitch, and it's fouled off. It's 11:32 p.m. Eastern Time. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. And the 1-2 on the way, and that is fouled off. Joshua's a 2.11 ERA. Come on, man. Just keep it clean. We can be passionate, whatever. We may not agree on certain things, but we don't have to throw anybody under the bus. The pitch to JT, and he'll pop it foul right behind the plate. Dark Poos here. What's going on, man? I don't know if you heard, but I've been taking your suggestion about the strikeouts with the sound effect of the cha-ching whenever the Phillies do get a strikeout. The 7th pitch of the at-bat to JT. Fly ball hit out over to deep left field, and that baby is gone! The Phillies get another run, and it's on a home run by JT Realmuto, and they lead it 5-3. Punch, counter punch. How about the bat speed from JT Realmuto? And that was pretty big. Gives a little salute as well as he rounds third base and gets a high five from Dusty Wathan. The pitch to Castellanos. And honestly, it was in there for a strike, but it was bad framing. What's up, Curtis? How you doing, man? So Nick has gotten on base 4 times today, or 3 times, I should say. And he'll foul off the next pitch. Again, that's a shocker for me, right? I called a solo home run. AJP, it's getting the 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss. It's getting a little bit too, I don't know like what the right word is, but you can say that like that, that somebody's gonna get get out of the game or something like that. I don't know. You are calling it, but how do I put it? The 1-2, and that's up high for a ball. You are calling it. You are. JT did need that. 2-2 pitch on the way to Castellanos, and that's a foul ball. You called from different players. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Correct. You called it from different players. 2-2 pitch to Castellanos. Ground ball chopped over to third, and the throw over to first by Eugenio Suarez is in time for out number 1. So 1 out in the top of the 7th. Now, JJ, I get it. I'm not 100% calling it. You did call it. You did. But wrong players. The pitch on the way to Edmundo Sosa, and that's taken for a ball. And it's a 1-0 count. Bishop JJ. What's up, Philly King? How you doing, man? How's everybody doing on here? Don't forget to like and subscribe. We got 342 people tuning in. The 1-0 pitch, ground ball, hit over to shortstop, backhanded by Perdomo. Throw across the diamond is in time, and there is 2 outs. And now Wes Wilson's coming up. But all I said earlier is that we were going to hit a solo homer, and I didn't say which players. I just said someone will. You did say that, yes. But it's not as impressive when you say that it's, if you said JT's going to hit a solo home run, then yeah, like I got to give you flowers. But anybody can hit a solo homer. That's like more common. The odds of that happening are way more common. I predicted this game will end. Betcha I'm right. Says Darthville. The ball is 1 strike to Wes Wilson, and the pitch, and that is swung on and missed. And you're funny. We missed you, man. Hopefully you're doing well, and hopefully you're having a good vacation. AJP, so we all called it. You are our good luck charm, though. I will say that. You are right. 0-2 pitch to Wes, and that's a called strike 3 in the inning. Comes to an end. The Phillies do get an insurance run, though, on a solo blast by JT Realmuto. And we go to the bottom of the 7th. It's 5-3 Philadelphia. And you all know what time it is. What time is it, guys? Comment down below what time it is. What time is it? It's trivia time. It is trivia time. The 7th inning trivia question, of course, is brought to you by Ethan Baumholtz of Advisors Mortgage. If you're looking to purchase or refinance a primary residence, a second home or investment property in New Jersey or PA, my guy Ethan has you covered. He was one of my basketball coaches, and he's been a very incredible mentor in my life from a personal and professional standpoint. He has over 20 years of experience and is dedicated to making your mortgage process smooth and stress-free, and he'll find the best mortgage solutions tailored to your needs. Give Ethan the call today at 609-230-5558. You can take a picture of the phone number and the email right on the screen, or look down below in the description for that info as well, and give Ethan a call today. So I'm going to ask you a Phillies trivia question. If you get it right, you'll hear this. And if you get it wrong, you'll hear this. Okay, so today I want to know. Oh, let's go. Let's do this one. And we'll do this one. With the 17th overall pick in the 2002 MLB Draft, the Philadelphia Phillies selected blank. 17th overall pick in the 2002 MLB Draft. Who was it? Who was it, man? Bedtime, how these late games are killing me. How do you think I feel, man? I've been doing all these games, and I've been on here with y'all. I mean, I love it, but how do you think I feel? The 17th overall pick of the 2002 draft by the Phillies was who? Anybody know? Don't all come at me at once. The pitch, and that is taken for a strike by Geraldo Perdomo, and Jeff Hoffman is in the game. Anybody know? Cole. That's not a full name, but you're kind of there. The 0-1 swing and a miss. You could mean Garrett Cole. It could mean a lot of other Coles. Trent Cole, even though it's the wrong sport. Hamill, not Jason Hamill, but Cole Hamels. That is correct. I'll give it to you. Cole Hamels. I'll give it to you too, Darth Pooh. I know what you guys were saying. Just wanted to make it a little bit more fun. The 0-2, and that is fouled off. Could have been Cole Sprouse. Just kidding. Good job. Very, very good job. All right, no balls, 2 strikes. Perdomo up to bat, 8, 9, and 1 are due up in the order. And the 0-2 on the way. Fly ball hit out over towards deep right center field. On the run is Rojas, and he backhands it to make the catch. Wow. That was an awkward catch by Rojas, even though he had to run a long ways to get over to it. And he's telling Castellanos how he tracked that down. I think he almost overran it. He did, and he had to backhand it. It just came a little bit over towards the left side. Oh, stop it. You know I'm talking about Cole Hamels. I know you're talking about Cole Hamels, but does everybody else know that you're talking about Cole Hamels? The pitch, and that's taken for a strike. You didn't say how your vacation was. Or maybe you did and I didn't see it. Pitch, nets up high for a ball. Rojas is out, outfielder. Rojas is our outfielder. I think that's what you meant to say. The 1-1 on the way. Ground ball through the hole into left field for a base hit. And there's 1 out in the bottom of the 7th, but there's a 1-out single by Herrera. JJ, do we know anything that happened about Austin Hayes? I read before, it was earlier in the game, that they're going to find out more tonight during the postgame show as to what's going on. So that I do know. All right, guys, we need 35 more subscribers to get us to 3,800. We got to get there, man. I want us to get to 3,800 subscribers. And feel free to donate via Super Chat on here as well. The pitch, and that's fouled off. We've been doing all these late-night games. I've been having a blast. But it's definitely messed with my sleep schedule for sure. Still on it, baby. I'm in the middle of the Dominican Republic right now. That sounds cool. I'm international. Hi, Mom. I made it on TV, and I'm international. No, but that's cool, though. Very, very nice. The 0-1, and that's fouled away. Thanks, JJ. Of course. I don't remember what I said, but you're welcome. I don't remember what I said. I'm sorry. Sometimes I lose track of my train of thoughts on here. It's not even funny. 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. And there's a strikeout by Jeff Hoffman, and there's 2 away. There we go. See, I told you I'd play it. I told you, Darth, who I'd play it. There you go. It was a really good idea. That was your idea, my guy. It was a good one. My birthday is getting real close. Yes. I'm about ready to get another year older. Which is nice, though. You know, I do like birthdays. 2 outs, bottom of the 7th. And up to bat is Jake McCarthy, who had a 2-run bomb his last time up. And the pitch, swing and a miss. How old am I going to be turning? I'm still pretty young. I don't like to always. I feel a little bit weird given my age, but I'll tell you, I'm in my mid to late 20s. I'll say that. 1, and that is low for a ball. Yeah, baby, cha-ching. Told you I'd play it. One ball, 1 strike. Here we go. 2 outs, bottom of the 7th, and the 1-1 pitch, and that is fouled back towards the screen. See if Jeff Hoffman can try to get the final out of the inning. Omar Young, I made that up, but it sounded good. Are you talking about like the trivia question, or are you trying to guess that? Could have been Omar Vizquel or Omar Infante. Who else is an Omar baseball player? 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the 14th pitch by Hoffman coming up. Here it is. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. And that's how the inning comes to an end. Back-to-back strikeouts by Jeff Hoffman. And we go to the 8th. 9-1-2 due up for Philadelphia when they return to action. Nice. I missed the 1980 World Series. I did. I was not alive. I was definitely not alive. Omar Dahl. Omar Dahl. Who was he? Who was Omar Dahl? Omar Dahl. I'll have to look that one up. Venezuelan baseball player. He's 52 years old. Played for the Expos. He was also a Philly. I didn't even know that. Damn, JJ, yours is the 9th. Well, happy... Man, we get to celebrate with you, my guy. And actually, tomorrow night we'll be able to celebrate the birthday at midnight. So that'll be great. That'll be awesome. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. Feel free to hit the donation icon or the super chat icon as YouTube has it. And you're more than welcome to get back to the community. If you also want to go and become a member of our channel, all you got to do is press this link down below. It's $2.99 a month. You get some really, really cool access to emojis. You also get early pods. You get special membership pods as well. I am going to do a special memberships pod starting on Monday. So that'll be really cool. We're going to be doing some extra things on the way, but here are some of the really, really cool emojis that you get. I'll post them right now. Let's go. And I don't know why I had a backslash there, but there we go. To me, sounds like throwing a trainer or conditioning coach under the bus. Who? JJ, did you get at least the watch, or did you get to at least watch the B-ball game today? Oh, I watched it, yes. I absolutely watched it. Just wanted to take the day off. I'm telling you that this schedule's really been throwing me off with my clock. But we do everything that we love because we love the Phils. We do. Top of the 8th. Rojas will lead things off. And the first pitch by Sasani is taken upstairs for ball 1. Yes, trivia. Omar Young. I don't even know who Omar Young is. I think you said that you made it up, but that sounds like a good baseball name. 1-0, and that is inside for ball 2. Well, you're still less than half my age, JJ. Yeah. Trying to enjoy life as it is, you know? We get precious time on this earth. And I want to take advantage of every single day. Thanks for the info, Albert. The pitch, and that's taken for a strike. Hey, man. So you're still in that I want to look older phase. I miss those days. The 2-1. The ground ball hit over towards the right side, and it is going to be recorded for a ground out. It's a 4-3 ground out by Johan Rojas. I wouldn't say that. I mean, the beard is getting a little bit long. I have to admit that. The beard grows fast. I do have to shave it off, though. I do like the beard, but I should shave it, you know. I should. That is a very good idea. Here comes Kyle Schwarber, and the pitch is way up high for a ball. Kyle today 1 for 3 with a run scored, a walk, and 2 strikeouts. He had a really big at-bat his last time up with a walk, a plate appearance. The pitch to Schwarber, and he takes it on the upper third of the zone for strike 1. Next inning, what we'll do is during the break, we'll go over the out-of-town scores. Alvarado loosening up in the Phillies bullpen. 1 ball, 1 strike, and the pitch to Schwarber. Inside by a hair. Church! The 2-1 pitch to Kyle Schwarber. Line drive down the right field line. It is a fair ball. Schwarber continues to hit, and he'll cruise into second base without a throw, standing up. Kyle Schwarber literally has been the best hitter on this team, and it's not even close as of the last week. Just unbelievable what he's doing. And he's gotten on base 3 times in this ball game. He has, if I'm not mistaken, he's gotten on base at least 2 times in each of his last 5 games. Comes Trey Turner, who had a 2-run single his last time up, and he takes the first pitch for strike 1. Can you believe that Schwarber's average is at 261? Like, man, this is the best stretch that Kyle Schwarber has ever had in a Phillies uniform. The pitch, and that is outside for ball 1. Got 312 people tuning in. Hit the thumbs up button. Subscribe to the channel. The 1-1 pitch coming up to Trey. Here it is. And he held his horses. That's outside and low for ball 2. Phillies are 3 for 9 today with runners in scoring position, while the Diamondbacks are 0 for 5. 2-1 offering, swing and a miss. Harper's up next, AJP. Turner's up to bat right now. 9 seconds left on the pitch clock. Sassani's still pitching for the Diamondbacks. 2-2 on the way. Fly ball hit out over to deep right field, and that is going to be caught on the track for out number 2. Schwarber will stay put over at second base, and Turner just missed a home run the opposite way. So he flies out to right into the glove of Grichuk. And now it's Bryce Harper who's coming up to bat. So now they're going to intentionally walk Bryce Harper, and they're going to face Alec Bohm here, which kind of surprises me. Even though Harper has had a pretty good day, that's the 4th time today that he's gotten on base. And now Bohm comes up. So AJP, you were wrong. Keep it clean on the chat. All right, so Bohm is up to bat. 2 outs, 2 runners on, and the first pitch to Alec is upstairs. One ball, no strikes. The pitch to Bohm, way outside for ball 2. And the count is now 2-0. Alec in the month of August is batting .333. And he's now on a 10-game hitting streak himself. His bat is definitely getting hot once again. 2 balls, no strikes. Sassani looks back over at second to keep Schwarber in check, and the 2-0 pitch is way outside for ball 3, and Blades can't even find the strike zone. Bohm has knocked in 70 runs this season, and he's 4th in the National League. Rio pitch, and he takes it all the way for a strike. There's Rob Thompson in the Phillies dugout. 3-1 pitch to Bohm. Popped up and hit out over towards shallow left center field. McCarthy is on the run, stops on a dime, and he'll make the catch, and the inning is over. Head to the bottom of the 8th inning. It's 5-3 Philadelphia, as the Phillies do leave 2 runners on base. All right. Whoops. Wrong inning. Second base, fly out, intentional walk. Fly out to center. All right, so let's go over the out-of-town scores. All right, so the Phillies, they lead at 5-3. The only other game that's on right now is the Tigers and Mariners game. Mariners actually have runners on over at first and third in the bottom of the ninth. They trail at 3-1. It's a 2-2 count with one out. And Vest is pitching. The Giants were able to beat Washington today by a score of 9-5 in extra innings. The Brewers swept the Braves and finished off the series by winning 16-7, and they had 20 hits and 16 runs produced. Padres won 7-6 out in Pittsburgh, and the Mets were able to win the series against the Rockies, and they won today 9-1. Reds won 10-4 out in Miami. Angels beat the Yankees 9-4, and the Blue Jays were able to cool off the Orioles. They were up 7-2 in the top of the ninth and ended up winning 7-6. And then the Rays won 6-4 out in St. Louis, and those are all your final scores from today. Hit the thumbs up button. Subscribe to the channel. If you love baseball, if you love football, if you love basketball, please become a member of our channel today by subscribing and hitting that thumbs up button. We do professional play-by-play calls on here, while also interacting with you guys. If you do enjoy this, that's all you have to do if you want to support me. I just ask that you just like and subscribe. That's all. And just spread the word. Your score is still possible. 5-6 Phils. 6-5 Phils. Yeah, I got you. Pirates have a very nice ballpark. Have you ever been to PNC Park? It's really, really beautiful, I've heard. I've always wanted to go. Alvarado is going to now pitch for the Philadelphia Phillies. He has a 4.14 ERA and 45 2/3 of an inning. And the pitch on the way to Geraldo Perdomo is taken for a ball. It's actually Lourdes Gurriel Jr. I stand corrected. I think I know this by now. 1 ball, no strikes. And the pitch, and that is taken for a ball just up high, not by much. 2 balls, no strikes. I'm fine with going to Alvarado here. I know that some of you aren't, but I am. Here's the 2-0 delivery. That misses inside for ball 3. Three balls, no strikes. And the next pitch. And that is taken inside for ball 4. Sorry, bro, Atlanta fan here, but thumbs up from me. But I really need Arizona to pull this one out because I got 1K on it. Bro, I don't. Bro, y'all are like really crazy. If you guys actually bet like 1K like on these types of things, y'all are crazy, man. I don't believe a lot of y'all for doing that. Josh Bell is coming up to bat. But good luck. Tying run up at the plate, and the first pitch is taken for a strike. There's Josh Bell. No balls, 1 strike. The 0-1 delivery on the way, and that's taken for strike 2. Mr. Brady, thank you so much for the $5 donation. 0-2 pitch, ground ball hit over to third, the flip over the second, there's 1, the throw back to first, not in time, and Josh Bell beats out the throw. $5 donation from Mr. Brady. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate it. Love your passion, brother. I appreciate you for coming on here and for donating to the channel. Again, if anybody else wants to donate, you're more than welcome to do so. We do this every day, man. Rain or shine, doesn't matter. That's what we do. We're passionate about the Phils, the Sixers, and the Eagles, and we try to give you the best type of play-by-play quality. That's what we do. All right, here we go. The pitch, and that is inside and high for a ball. What about the guy that we got from the White Sox? What guy that we got from the White Sox? We didn't get anybody from the White Sox. I wanted Luis Robert. 1-0 pitch. That is in the dirt for ball 2. How do we not get a double play? What the heck? Honestly, Bell beat it out. Give him credit for at least hustling. Grichuk up to bat. 2 balls, no strikes. Alvarado with 9 pitches so far. And the next one misses inside for ball 3. Go Birds. See if Alvarado can find the zone here. The 3-0 pitch, and that's taken all the way for strike 1. Oh, Tanner Banks. He's not really a closer, but he's an arm. Tanner Banks is from the White Sox. Yeah, I forgot about that. Sorry, I'm in the zone right now. 3-1 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Devontae Smith is in the chat. Devontae Smith, what's up, my guy? What is up? Here we go. Payoff pitch. And that is low for ball 4. And Grichuk gets on with a 1-out walk, and that's going to put runners over at first and second. And now it's Eugenio Suarez who's coming up, and Corbin Carroll is going to pinch run for Grichuk. Not surprising there. And now we have time called. So Gurriel started off the inning with a walk. Then it was Bell who grounded into a fielder's choice. And then Grichuk just walked. And now there's 2 runners on with 1 out in the bottom of the 8th inning. The Mariners just came back to win. Mitch Haniger's the first player in Mariners history to walk off 8 games for the team. Can you believe that? He has 8 walk-off hits. That's pretty insane. Two runners on, 1 out, and here comes Suarez, and the first pitch is taken for strike 1. The ball is 1 strike. Suarez up to bat. Alvarado kicks and fires, and that ball misses barely inside. It breaks a tie with Jim Presley for the most in franchise history. 1-1, and that is taken for strike 2. Yes, you can, Brian. The 1-2 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. And there goes Suarez as he chases after a pitch that spelled nothing but trouble. And out number 2 is made. There we go. I shared this on Facebook, but most of my friends live near you. I appreciate that, Jane. I really, really do. That means a lot to me. Share this with your friends. Share this with your family. That's all I ask. I don't ask for much. 2 outs now, bottom of the 8th. And now it's Kevin Newman up to bat. And he takes the first pitch a little bit inside, but it's a called strike. Darth Pooh, where you at? We needed you yesterday, my guy. The ball's 1 strike. And the next pitch, swing and a miss, 100 miles per hour on a pitch that was on the upper tier of the zone. The ball's 2 strikes. All right, here we go. And the 0-2 pitch on the way, fouled away. We got another $5 donation from Mr. Brady. He says, donate me because I'm a Braves fan, folks. All love. Of course, no, we appreciate you for being respectful, my guy. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for the $5 donation. No balls, 2 strikes. And the 0-2 pitch on the way, chopped foul, and Newman does stay alive. Robo-umps now. Run, run, run. Bell is over at second, and Carroll is over at first. The 0-2 pitch. Inside for a ball. Five pitches in this at-bat by Alvarado. Kevin Newman is 1 for 1 against Alvarado with a walk. And the 1-2 pitch inside again for ball 2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Count is tied up and the 2-2 on the way. Swung on and missed. Alvarado gets out of the jam, and he strikes out 2 batters in a row. And, well, there was traffic on the bases, but he gets out of the inning unscathed. All right, so here we go to the top of the 9th. It's 5-3 Phils, and Alvarado comes through. Where's the negativity on Alvarado now? Where is it? Another $5 donation by Mr. Brady. Man, oh man, thank you, my guy. Still need somehow for Arizona to pull this one off or my kids won't eat. Haha, JK. Oh, man. Thank you so much, my guy. Alvy, oh my gosh. Y'all are crazy about Alvarado. You really are. I mean, like, he's been struggling, don't get me wrong. But when he's on, man. He just is. It just is, man. When he's on, he's on. I know it. I like the spot for him. All right, top of the 9th coming up. My name is Jason Joseph. This is Play by Play with JJ. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the bell icon. And that way you'll know when I go live for a Phillies, a Sixers, or an Eagles game. It is 12:09 a.m. Eastern Time. And that means that you are tuning in on the East Coast. If you are tuning in, it is past a lot of people's bedtimes. But you have the same problem that I do, and you are a Philly freak with a capital P and a capital H. You guys are sick. You have Philly fever. You need doctors, but you don't want to get help. Because why would you? You want to be a Philly fan forever. And all you got to do is like and subscribe. That's all I ask. That's all I ask. And if you aren't a Philly freak, you still have baseball fever as well. Another $5 donation for Mr. Brady. The pitch, line drive down the left field line. It is a fair ball. And JT Realmuto will cruise into second with a double. Another $5 donation from Mr. Brady. Oh, my gosh, man. Thank you. So JT, after hitting a home run in his last at-bat, able to punch it right down the left field line for a fair ball. Let's go, baby. That was nice. You're insane, Mr. Brady. What did he say, by the way? My kids don't eat much anyways. Oh, yeah, I did read that. Okay, I wanted to make sure. Thank you so much, my guy. I really do appreciate it. Castellanos comes up and the pitch, and that is swung on and missed for strike 1 by Nick Castellanos. Kevin says, been up since 4-something yesterday morning. Yep, you have Philly fever. You do. I just diagnosed you with that. The 0-1, and that is down low and outside for a ball. Carlos Estevez is warming up in the Phillies bullpen and will pitch the bottom of the 9th. Castellanos up to bat, and the 1-1 pitch And that should have been called a strike, but it's called a ball. It was on the inside corner, right at the chest. You deserve it, bro. No, I really do appreciate that, man. Seriously, that means a lot. That really, really does. 2-1 pitch. That is swung on and missed. Adam, you're on vacation? I didn't know that. Thanks from North Carolina. Kevin, I got you, man. I got you. Brady might as well become a Phillies fan at this point. Bro, can you cash out? Probably can't. The 2-2 to Castellanos, and he lays it off for ball 3. 6-hour round trip. Jeez. You're all crazy. Jackson, what's up, man? 3-2 pitch to Castellanos. Fly ball hit out over to right center field, and Carroll is on the run. I'll make the catch. The throw is drawn over to third. That is a ridiculous throw, and JT is not even going to sniff being off the bag. 31 more subs till we get to 3,800. We're getting there. That's for sure. All right, 1 out now. Here we go. Edmundo Sosa will be up to bat. Gotta plug in the iPad. And don't forget, we will be doing a recap on here right after the game is done. Cash out is unavailable, says Alex. Only thing that cured part of my Philly freakness was the purple Kool-Aid of the Vikings. That's why I hoped that they would have took Quincy McKendrick. That's funny. Pitch on the way, and then it's taken for a strike. The ball is 1 strike to Edmundo Sosa. Sasandi's still pitching. I don't know why, but the next pitch is taken low and outside for a ball. Mitch Haniger's the first player to walk off a game with his team down to their final strike and trailing by multiple runs since David Bodie hit his grand slam on August 12th of 2018. Next pitch, and that's taken for ball 2, so it's now a 2-1 count. Church! 2-1 pitch, swing and a miss. That was a fastball right in the wheelhouse of Edmundo Sosa, and he was late. The Phillies win. They will be 8 games above the Mets and 8.5 above the Braves. The 2-2 on the way. Fly ball hit down the right field line. That's a fair ball. JT will score. It's 6-3 Phils. An opposite field RBI double by Edmundo Sosa, and the Phillies pour it on. Nice piece of hitting, too. Oof. All right.